In this video, we're going to discuss how to remove and replace an IGU and a sash. We'll start by flipping the sash on a table so that the outside face of the sash is facing towards you. That gives you access to these pieces of trim here called glazing bead. We like to use a chisel to aid in the removal of the glazing bead. Insert the blade of the chisel in between the edge of the glazing bead and the sash frame itself and pry up slightly. And that'll allow you to get your finger or the edge of your chisel back underneath of the edge and peel the glazing bead off of the sash frame. You'll need to remove all 4 pieces in order to remove the glass unit. Once you have all of the pieces of the glazing bead removed, we like to use a 99% isopropyl alcohol solution to cut through the glazing silicone that holds the glass into the sash frame. So go ahead and soak down the edge in between the glass and the frame all the way around. This will facilitate easier cutting of the silicone and reduce the risk of breaking the glass as you remove it. Once you've done that, go ahead and flip the sash back over so that the inside face is facing up. And we use a tool called a deglazing tool to insert that blade in between the sash frame and the face of the glass. Run that tool all the way around to cut through that edge of silicone and release the old glass from the frame. Once you've made your way all the way around the IGU, go ahead and pry the sash frame off. And if you're lucky enough, you can remove all of the silicone glazing with your hands. Otherwise, we will use that same chisel to scrape the old glue line out of the sash frame to prep it for new glazing silicone. Be sure to retain these black glass shims when you remove the old unit or have new ones on hand. You can see that these get installed all around the edge of the sash frame to provide space between the IGU and the sash. It also helps to keep the sash in shape. Once you've removed all the silicone, reset your spacers wherever they have fallen out of the sash frame. And then go ahead and install the new glazing silicone. We use Quanx Q-Glaze, clear glazing silicone. Run that bead of silicone around the inside face of the sash frame. Be sure to make a continuous bead of silicone all the way around to prevent any chance of leaking once the new piece of glass is reinstalled. Once all the prep work has been done, it's time to set the new piece of glass into the sash. The low E coating on the glass should show up around this edge with a purple tint, and that will face outside of the window. So you'll want to make sure that when you install your IGU, it's facing you. Set the IGU into the sash frame. Make sure that your spacers sit in between the edge of the glass and not underneath of the glass. Once the glass is fully seated into the sash frame, you can begin the process of reinstalling your glazing bead. To install the glazing bead, you'll insert this leg of the glazing bead into the sash frame edge and be able to simply push down to seat it into the channel. Go ahead and clean off any of the excess silicone with that alcohol from earlier and reinstall the sash into the window.